Dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 20th Brand Global Summit here at UNIDO. Our motto today is Brands for Life. So before we will start with the first panel, I have the official welcome from UNIDO and the European Brand Institute. First, I would like to request the video message of the Deputy Director General and Managing Director of UNIDO, Si-Young Su.
The honor to address you today at the 20th Brand Global Summit. Firstly, I want to reflect on this year's motto, Brands for Life. It is a very topical one, associating brands for life as a lifelong connection and a commitment to enduring value. Underlines key principles of sustainable development. We want to create long-lasting, sustainable growth and wealth, build better lives, and ensure that social, environmental, and economic aspects are lifelong. Excellencies, distinguished guests, I'm looking forward to the discussions today. Look at all the inspiring examples we will see and want to reiterate that brands create value for life.
Thank you very much to the Deputy Director for introducing us to this very important day. It's the 20th Brand Global Summit here in Vienna at the headquarters here, the 5th time at the headquarters here of UNIDO. In the name of European Brand Institute, I want to welcome all of you here participating personally, but also those on the screens and devices. I think we have participants today from about 50 countries, so welcome also on the screens and devices. As Jacqueline mentioned already, Brands for Life, it has a double meaning. It's a mission and a mandate. The mission means we have a task that we keep the brands lively, that we deliver value to consumers, that we keep the brands sustainable. And this is the one side. The second side is we have a responsibility as brands. Brands must contribute to societies. This is the mandate of a brand. So basically, this motto means Brands for Life. It shows the responsibility of companies to create brands which are not only successful and profitable, but also are giving back to society. I think this is what we want to stress, and we hear this also this afternoon, I think, with this triple bottom line concept you probably all know. Of course, I want to thank all our partners who contribute to this summit, to this 20 years event. Of course, UNIDO, thank you very much. Also, Farouk, for this cooperation with your department and all your team members. But also to the city of Vienna. As you know, we have a big celebration tonight in the Vienna City Hall. The mayor and governor, Mr. Ludwig, he supports us for a long time. And thanks also to him. Of course, also thanks to all other partners like Deloitte, Chamber of Commerce Vienna, LGP Weekend, Leadersnet, the media partners, Leitbetriebe, WBAF is here, Bypass Altuntas, he will speak to us later, and a great place to work. As you know, these are the fresh studies, the newest numbers of brand values. Brands are very, very valuable. When you look at the most valuable brand in the world, Apple, 419 billion euros. This is more than some GDPs of economies or regions. You see in Europe, LVMH is a little lower with 149, and you also can see US and China. Basically, you can see this on the internet, but also in this annual. That's right, you have it there.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, friends and new followers of Brand Global Summit, it's my great pleasure. I'm delighted to welcome you at this session of regions and branding, how branding are contributing to the regional development. I will be very happy to bring you to a small round the globe trip. We will be having some insights of what is going on in this particular topic, branding and regional development.
I have been asked to present the Vienna healthcare metropolis brand to you today. In cooperation with the Vienna Chamber of Commerce, the city of Vienna has set itself the goal of developing those fields in which Vienna performs quite well, even better with an economic and innovation strategy, and so achieving full strength in the terms of value creation and jobs in the year 2030. One of these areas of strengths is the healthcare sector. Vienna is internationally renowned as a long history, standing and impressing health metropolis.
We're blessed to work is surveying the world, let's say, about 170 countries for 30 years already. And we are annually surveying about 20 million employees. That's a huge amount of data. So I can tell you a lot of insight, and some of them are really new because we just did a worldwide survey and a European-wide survey, so there.
Brands have the power to be true catalysts for change. Together with institutions like the European Brand Institute, we can build ecosystems where no one is left behind. Let's seize this opportunity to make financial inclusion not just a corporate initiative, but a defining characteristic of our brands.
We need to try out and use completely new aspects and options to arrive at new results. Changing our perspective is the key to success.
There is definitely a strong relation between actually female investors and ESG topic, I would say. And to understand and build this relation, we should start first with the fact that number of female investors are growing. And they are actually they are growing faster than male investors. And the reasons behind that, they are obvious, because women now are getting more education, they participate more to the global workforce, or we see more female entrepreneurs or women executives in C-level positions. And they also, in generally longer than men, so they tend to also inherit more. So this is one part that we need to keep in mind. And the second part is that man and woman, they differentiate when it comes to investing.
Data centers, the way we're gonna build data centers is the most efficient way and the most sustainable way to run data centers. And last but not least, the most secure way. We're taking our responsibility in that space to that level that we're gonna commit to be carbon negative by 2030, and even one step further, by 2050, we're gonna say that we're gonna remove the equivalent amount of carbon we have emitted since our founding in 1975.
I think we can all agree that sustainability will save the world to a certain extent, and the key to sustainability will be technology. The crucial thing will be how can we access the minds of the people, the hearts of the people, because no change will happen, no energy transition will take place, no climate goals will be achieved without humankind participating. So we have to get into their hearts, mostly into their hearts, more than into their brains, and that's where technology and sustainability can help. Thank you very much.
20th Brand Global Summit at the UNIDO with participants from over 50 countries. That is, of course, a reason to celebrate. We've already had an exciting day with numerous panels, and now we are here at the Vienna Brand Gala, where the Brand Life Award takes place.
Willkommen, meine Damen und Herren, hier im Festsaal des Wiener Rathauses zur 20. Vienna Brand Gala. Ich glaube, da können wir mal einen Applaus geben, oder? Today, yes, in the center, we were talking about Brands for Life. Brands for Life is a mission and a mandate. A brand has two tasks, basically. The first task is that it has to fulfill consumers' needs and adapt to the changing needs of consumers, so that they stay loyal and that it's a sustainable brand. And the second responsibility a brand has is also to do something for society, to act responsible, which enhances sustainability. That's why we choose this motto, Brands for Life. Also a little bit because we celebrate 20 years and it's almost alive.
Mr. President, Gerhard, distinguished guests, it's a pleasure for me, and we are honored as the City of Vienna to welcome you all here in the Vienna City Hall. It is my duty to deliver the best wishes of our mayor to all of you. This is considered to be the most beautiful festive hall gathering space in Europe. At least when it was built, when the City Hall was built, it was the biggest ballroom in the Austro-Hungarian monarchy then. So it is still a good place to dance, but not only to dance. It's a perfect place for very important things to take place and very important people to gather and very important talks to be made. So therefore, I want to wish you a great evening right now. And I want to say happy birthday to the European Brand Institute, as it is the 20th time in a row. We really want to wish you a great time here in the City Hall, inspiring talks, a good glass or 2 or 3 of Viennese wine, and a great conference, a great summit. Good luck to all of you and enjoy your time in Vienna.
Diese Veranstaltung, die seit 20 Jahren vom European Brand Institute organisiert wird, hat sich zu einem wichtigen Treffpunkt für Expertinnen und Experten der Markenwelt entwickelt. Besonders erwähnen möchte ich die seit 7 Jahren bestehende Kooperation mit der UNIDO, die diesem Summit eine weitere internationale Dimension verleiht und es ermöglicht, die Inhalte hybrid in die ganze Welt zu übertragen. Das diesjährige Jubiläum ist ein Anlass, um auf die vergangenen Leistungen zurückzublicken. Neben dem Brand Global Summit und der Vienna Brand Gala werden die österreichische Markenwertstudie, das Global Top 100 Brand Corporations Ranking und das Sustainable Brand Ranking Austria präsentiert. Diese Publikationen unterstreichen den Markenwert als wesentlichen Teil des Unternehmenswertes und bieten wertvolle Einblicke in aktuelle Entwicklungen. Markenunternehmen spielen eine zentrale Rolle für den Wirtschaftsstandort Österreich. Sie tragen maßgeblich zur Wertschöpfung bei, schaffen Arbeitsplätze und stärken die internationale Wettbewerbsfähigkeit unseres Landes. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen erfolgreichen Summit mit inspirierenden Diskussionen und vielen neuen Erkenntnissen. Vielen Dank und alles Gute für die Zukunft.
UNIDO and the European Brand Institute have a long-standing partnership that supports these kind of initiatives and this kind of innovative efforts to boost socio-economic development by strengthening branding. By leveraging our expertise together, we can help regions across the globe to position themselves for long-term success together by the help of UNIDO and the Brand Institute. And if brands continue to be a factor for change, sustainability and innovation, I'm convinced that we can create the positive impact we need and the positive spirit we need to ensure to achieve the 2030 agenda of the SDGs. On the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the Brand Global Summit, I would like to extend my gratitude, especially to European Brand Institute, to President Gerhard Ribicek, for 2 decades of distinguished cooperation and friendship.
Dear colleagues, dear friends, today we meet again in this beautiful place to celebrate the annual Brand Gala. We congratulate the European Brand Institute for organizing this event, which was preceded by a very interesting summit at the United Nations headquarters in Vienna. We also thank UNIDO for being part of this effort. Brands for Life was the theme of this summit, which allows us to learn how brands are shaping people's lives and making a positive contribution to society and the planet. As we celebrate the 20th anniversary of this summit this year, we reiterate our willingness to continue working together with the Institute in the promotion and importance of brands in economic development. Dear friends, as a result of this close collaboration between the Institute and the Latin American countries, today you will be able to enjoy a sample of products from our region. We have mojitos, we have other drinks, coffee, so you can enjoy after the dinner. We hope you enjoy them, and in doing so, learn more about us, and why not, decide to visit Latin America and the Caribbean and try our wonderful and world-famous brands in situ. Thank you all and enjoy the gala.
Technology and AI appear to be key components to becoming or remaining a brand for life.
Well, basically, we have to see that what moves people emotionally is brands, basically. And nowadays, where we have to actually change the world, which is our biggest mission to do so, it's a way where we go through sustainability, technology, to brands, actually to load them with emotion, to reach out to the people, because the whole energy transition, the whole topic changing the world won't take place without the people. We don't have to forget that.
How do ESG-related investment products enhance the bank's brand value?
Actually, if banks adopt ESG principles in everyday life of the bank operations, and it's not only about ESG investment products, but adopting ESG principles in everyday life of the bank, then this will just increase basically higher loyalty and trust with the clients, because clients want to see that this bank is really doing the right thing.
According to a study by the European Brand Institute, female leadership has the potential to increase brand value by up to 30%. Would you say that it's true, and how?
Yeah, well, indeed, the 30% are a measurement where all the functions are coming together, which means it's about leadership. It's only the measurement of women, it's also diversity. That means all diverse leadership functions. And then, of course, together with HR, with marketing, with corporate affairs, and especially the stakeholder. And all together gives you a KPI. There you can have the 30% as a maximum and a great value, and especially an impact on your organization.
Such a huge success of a sustainable company is not only the strengths and value of a brand. I would say above all, it's the employees. And Gerhard, you mentioned it, more than 25,000 employees are bringing this brand into life every day with their daily work. And therefore, I want to thank them for their commitment. And I would dedicate this really great award to all our employees, to the Novomatic family. Thanks a lot. A lot of them are here tonight.
Congratulations, you've just received the Brand Life Award. How does it feel right now?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's a great honor and pleasure. And as I said, it's for and on behalf of Professor Graf, who founded this company nearly 45 years ago. And he's a pioneer of the global entertainment industry. And this prize is dedicated to him.
What makes Novomatic to such an outstanding brand?
Well, I think it's, again, going back to the roots of Novomatic, when Professor Graf founded it, he had a clear vision saying that he wants to become a global market leader with the brand Novomatic. Meanwhile, we are Europe's clear number one, and we are one of the largest gaming technology companies of the world. And I think at least partly we have fulfilled his vision.
20 years of Brand Global Summit. What would you say is important to become an outstanding brand?
I think it's so great to have this event here in Austria and in Vienna, that we have this global brand importance that is reflected on this event and on that award. I think the most important thing on the brand is that it has to be sustainable. It has to be long-lasting, and Novomatic, it showed that it's a sustainable brand, and this is something that's really very, very great for Austria, because it's an Austrian brand.
20 years of Brand Global Summit. What would you say is important to become an outstanding brand?
I think only one outstanding brand, only one personal outstanding brand, it's Mr. Gerhard Revicek. He's keep on running a whole life for the brand. He is the Mr. Brand.
In your opinion, why are brands cash-generating units for sustainability?
Yeah, so I'm so happy. For 20 years, we are saying that a brand is crucial for financing. And nowadays, with all the geopolitical changes, innovation, transition we see, economy is changing. And it's very important that a good and excellent managed brand is the tool to obtain the funds necessary for that transition.
Infrastructure companies were previously not regarded as brands. In your opinion, is this changing now?
Yeah, we have just to think 20 years ago, this infrastructure was just there. Think about hospitals, think about schools, think about grid infrastructure, railways or highways. And this changes completely because this huge transition, if we talk about the energy transition, the decarbonization, decentralization, digitization, all issues of life and business are completely changing. And the basis of all these developments are infrastructures. For example, my company will invest around 9 billion euro until 2034 to make the electrification of the industry possible, to integrate the renewables and to get the energy transition on track. And this development is the basis for the other development of other brands. So let me make this picture. The brand infrastructure is the basis for the development of other brands. So I think the brands got into sight and infrastructure brands are necessary as never before.
In your opinion, what makes the city of Vienna to an outstanding brand?
Vienna is some kind of center of international metropolis for healthcare, makes Vienna even 8.5 billion more worse than it was before. And this is what we try to build on and to enlarge Vienna being a living full city and offering good healthcare.
What would you say is important to become an outstanding brand?
I think we have here this evening, it's a very, very hard way to be a good brand, to be a famous brand for more than 20 years. And it's a good job they are doing here, and we have a lot to do for many, many famous brands here in Austria because it's very important for our economy.
Over the last 20 years, how has brand and product advertising changed?
Product advertising changed, but brand never ever. This is a sustainable way to communicate what we are telling about your products. So advertisement is changing because we have many new genders and new forms of communication. So it's important to have something sustainable, and those are the very strong brands. Viva 20 years European Brand Institute.
Brands for Life, this was the motto of the 20th Brand Global Summit today at UNIDO.
Yes, fantastic. We are very glad that we could celebrate these 20 years. Brands for Life stands for a mission and a mandate. So brands have two tasks. One is to satisfy their customers sustainably, but also have the responsibility to give something back to society. This was their core motto. Yes, we talked about brands in B2B and B2C. We talked about regional brands. We talked about financial inclusion and how it is with investments. ESG was a topic. Then we had the Women Leadership panel, which was very interesting. And of course, AI and technology. Every company is an AI company in the future, so this was also very, very good.
Now we are here in the Vienna City Hall to celebrate the Vienna Brand Gala, including the Brand Life Award. What is important to become an outstanding brand?
Yeah, we celebrate here 20 years and we awarded a company which performed exceptionally over the last 20 years. They have proven 2 decades of brand excellence. They have a passion for brands. They are committed. They empower their employees. They are one of the best places to work in Austria. They showed an economic performance. They grew their brand value by 540% in 20 years. They have 25,000 employees. They are active in 120 countries. And what I said before, they're also responsible because not just that they have to be responsible gaming, but they also give back to society. They sponsor, they're involved in various associations where they really give back to society and contribute to society. So it's a real sustainable company, sustainable brand, and therefore we awarded them with this 20 years special award.